Hey, Ethan.
Yes.
Can you take a test for me?
Sure thing.
All right. Which one is the Egyptian?
That one.
Surely not a god. What would I be the god of? The impossible.
Hey, I'm John.
And I'm Ethan.
And we're here to review the absolute crap fest.
Wow, right into
Gods
it.
of Egypt.
Right into it. Wow.
Gods of Egypt is basically about these gods trying to battle for Egypt.
Yeah.
And that's basically what it's about.
It boils down to a family drama of gods and humans, and boy is it not good.
It's like a Clash of the Titans wannabe, and you don't want to be a Clash of the Titans wannabe because that movie sucked on itself.
When I first saw the trailer for this, I thought, okay, this has to be by the same people who made Clash of the Titans and Wrath of the Titans, and to my surprise, it's not. And I thought, okay, maybe it has a chance to be better. No, not at all. Not at all.
Man, I have to say, Lionsgate is, infamous for always, if any studio is going to pick up anything, it's going to be Lionsgate. I mean, in terms of the independent stuff, they always pick something. And they really needed something after their big franchise, The Hunger Games, just ended.
Right.
And they really wanted it to be Gods of Egypt. But you know what? It's not it.
Not at all.
And
that's really sad, actually, because it had a great director behind it.
It did. And yes.
iRobot.
Yep.
Alex Proyas,
yeah, he did iRobot, The Crow.
The Crow, dude. How
Dark
did he mess
City.
it up after The Crow?
I don't know, but apparently this guy's career has gone downhill.
I guess so.
We only have a few pros for this movie, so let's jump right into it. So number one, all the leads really try, and some of the characters are fun, surprisingly.
I especially thought Nikolaj Coster-Waldau from Game of Thrones as Horus, I actually really enjoyed him. I liked him as a lead, and I want to see more from him in the future. I don't watch Game of Thrones, but maybe I will just for him.
And even though this movie looks like it was shot in front of a blue screen, literally, the entire movie...
Oh my god, we'll get into that later.
It did have some good set pieces. There was some stuff that looked... Some things looked presentable.
Yeah.
And I was surprised of how bad this movie looked, though, as a whole.
Yeah.
Because some of the CG is absolutely horrendous, and that's where we start off with our cons here, and that's the biggest thing.
The biggest con has to be the CGI. I mean, on top of, the sloppy writing and the stinted dialogue, it has to be the CGI. Because I remember at one point they're fighting in the jungle over a waterfall. And I think to myself, wow, this looks like a cutscene from God of War. This looks like Kratos right now, as it was like the footage was just ripped from the game.
It's so horrendously awful.
It just looks terrible.
And here's the thing, this movie has a budget of $140 million.
Yeah.
How did they screw this up?
That's really...
It baffles me.
I think it's all about they just put the money into the wrong things.
Exactly. I guess it all went into the talent.
It all went into the talent. I mean,
Gerard Butler probably took 50% of that.
Gerard Butler was fun to watch as in his evil role as Set.
Man, he loved it.
He looked like he was having a great time, but it really just didn't come out at the end.
Not at all. And you know what? That's the most entertaining part about this movie, because the plot itself is pretty boring.
It's pretty boring. I mean, at one point, Brendan Thwaites, what's his name, Beck, is talking to Horus. And he says, all right, so you're telling me we're going to do this? And he lists every plot point in the movie.
No.
And then it's like, wow, they really didn't just lay out every plot point in the movie, did they? And of course, as the movie's going through, each thing happens. And I think, wow, they totally just did that.
And you know what the crazy thing about this movie is really predictable.
Yes, I mean, like I said, when they go through each thing, it sets up the predictability of it.
There's a spaceship in this movie.
Oh my god, there literally is a spaceship. It's not an alien spaceship, but there is
it's by all intents and purposes a spaceship.
Ra is just sitting on his spaceship, just fighting demons in the sky. Man.
So, Ethan, all things considered, I mean, there's not a whole lot to consider here, but what is your score?
Man, did I not like Gods of Egypt. On top of having the terrible, awful CGI, which doesn't hurt to look at, the boring plot and the predictability of it, the only fun thing to come out of Gods of Egypt were the fun quips that came out from the actors and the characters, and that really was the best part of Gods of Egypt, so I'm going to go ahead and give it 1.5 out of 5. I did not like it at all.
Oh man, you know what, Ethan?
And isn't this like 2 hours and... how long
7 minutes.
7 minutes. Too long.
It felt long. You know what, Ethan? I agree with you. The movie was absolute garbage. The special effects were absolutely terrible. The acting was serviceable. I mean, the characters were enjoyable. The script was boring. This plot was weird. I mean, everything about this movie is just out of place, out of tone, and this movie will soon be out of my mind, which is why I'm going to give it 0.5.
Wow, boy.
I hated it. Really. I'm going to give it 0.5. That 0.5 goes for the actors. You tried.
You told me 2 earlier.
Well, guess what? I hate it now.
And I told you 2 earlier, and I settled on 1.5, and you went for a 0.5.
Of course.
Wow. Did not expect
Awful
that.
film.
Did not expect that.
Awful film. So guys, how'd you like our review? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Please let us know in the comments.
Man.
Also, like our awesome videos like this one and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already done so. And if you want to get some really cool merchandise, not like this, because this is vintage.
This is vintage.
But if you want to get stuff like this, you can go on cafepress.com/stubmasters and you can buy shirts, mugs, whatever they put there.
Whatever you
because it's
want.
awesome. And you know what? Have a great day.